Hello there, great people, and huge thanks for joining us on the very first edition of In the House for the month of June. Happy new month to you all. Yes, we're counting 7 months to the end of 2021, and hope you've made some great progress already from January to May. Do you realize some resolutions you set aside for 2021? That should be food for thought for you this beautiful day. In the House is your favorite talk show on My Media Prime Television. Very, very educative, very interactive, and also bilingual. You want to join the conversation? ASAP. You get the topic of discussion on your TV screen. Send us WhatsApp messages, SMSs, and Facebook comments. We read all of them live on the platform here. And I want to say thank you to all those who make efforts every day to not only view the program, but to send contributions so together we bring the change we want. Yes, it's time for us to sow those seeds, and when we'll be harvesting them, I'm sure you'll be proud that you made efforts at it. It's not going to be any different on the show today, so stick around as we run 1 hour 30 minutes of this infotaining train. Dolly NGonde is in the building with us this beautiful morning. She looks very, very beautiful, very colorful. I love her outfit. Good morning, Dolly.
Good morning, Eileen.
How are you?
I'm very awesome.
Are you excited for June?
Yeah. You know, I was kind of doing like how do we call it, a crossover night for the month of June, because it's the last month of the first phase of the year.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, I was doing like a reevaluation and say, what are those things that I've achieved and all of that? Like, have I even learned how to make makeup? Sometimes we go out of our imaginations. Okay, so I'm getting there.
You're getting there slowly but surely. Just like you refuse sometimes to get lessons from me, and it hurts my feeling, like seriously, when I want to teach you.
I can blame my mother for that, Eileen Sama, because when it comes to training us, when it comes to makeup and the rest, she was just like, no, you guys don't need that. But now growing up in this society is highly competitive.
I myself,
it's highly competitive.
I wasn't into makeup until when I really started working with the TV and all of that. So I had to incorporate myself into it, like seriously.
So I think it's something that I'll be learning, within the last phase of the year. It's still one of those New Year resolutions that I'm still working on. But as for the other things,
please, can you make a pledge here that you get lessons from me whenever
Eileen, we have millions upon millions of viewers, both on traditional media. Wait,
because I want you to step it up. Since it's a resolution, I want to help you achieve it. Can you pledge that? Please, Dolly.
Eileen, I'll talk to you later. Right. Meanwhile, good morning to you. It's not strange that we are, having this fun on the set. Yes, it's in the house because it's quite relaxational, and we try to make it very comfortable so you can feel at home, because it is that program that tackles problems from the house to the society and everywhere. Yes, we talk the untalkable. Should I say so?
Oh yes.
Yeah, that
baby
couldn't
girl,
be,
you said it
that
well.
couldn't be a term for real, but sometimes we improvise these things to make it suit the context. And the program is highly interactive. Please do well to send us your reactions. Yesterday was Mother's Day. I feel to wish my mom happy Mother's Day in arrears. No, that was Sunday though.
Yeah, we celebrated as yesterday.
Exactly. So a woman is, celebrated for me every day. And happy Mother's Day to you who's watching us, who is a mother or a mother figure.
Oh, yeah.
Stay glued to the program because it's gonna be exposed as Jesus. Somebody's doing something.
Thank you very much. It's definitely going to be explosive because we have another societal issue to handle this day, and we love you all to send in your contributions. We have Bomotonguina Gwladys in the building this morning. Yeah. Oh yeah. Gwladys, comment tu vas ce matin? Bien dormi.
C'est le premier.
Ah,
le mois
ouais. Is the end of month.
Quand le mois finit, comment est-ce qu'on se sent?
Ah ouais, on est excité ou quoi? On a besoin de l'argent ou quoi? C'est très important.
My God. Tu sais, aujourd'hui, c'est un jour vraiment spécial pour moi.
Pourquoi? Dis-nous. Is it your birth month? Are we going to have some cake? Are we going to have some cake this month?
That gossip, you guys will not get it today.
Gwladys, you're crazy. You're totally crazy. How can you do that to us?
See just the face. I like to see our faces like that when you guys are ready to receive.
Oh yeah.
Like like. But when a bird wants to give food to his child, how he's putting his that's exactly how you guys.
It's alright.
You guys are not going to know nothing.
It's all right like this.
But it's for after the show.
Okay.
So let us begin the show today, and I wish just to say good morning to our 1,000 billion viewers, and I want to say thank you for you guys, because you guys have been doing great for us. You know, yeah, we are here because you people are really watching us every day, every time, and it's amazing. It's just amazing, you know. Just to stay there, I will just tell you guys that stay glued to your screen and send your contribution.
Merci beaucoup.
No, I will not say it. They know it already.
Merci beaucoup. Restez scotchés et vous pouvez aussi envoyer votre message en français. On doit les lire tous sur cette plateforme. Bon, restez scotchés avec nous. Et on a ici Madame Nora Kebei. Elle est tellement belle ce matin. J'aime le make-up. Tes lèvres est tellement le peps. C'est tellement joli, hein? I love.
Merci beaucoup.
You're welcome.
Aujourd'hui, c'est le jour de français.
Ah ouais, ah ouais.
Mais bien exprimé en français.
Oh, n'est-ce pas? Comment va Junior?
Ah, Junior, la santé est très bonne.
Junior is doing great. Et Albright?
Albright est aussi tellement top.
Oh.
Elles sont tous partis à l'école.
Elle est
Très, très bien. That's amazing.
Eileen, you know that I'm sad. Even though we have we are into June, the first of June,
yeah.
a new month, but I'm just sad that my birth month has just passed.
Oh.
May, I was just celebrating May. I was
Please,
born in May.
let's give it to the people.
Okay, let me give it to Blanche.
Let's
I'll
give it to
celebrate
those,
Blanche.
yeah,
This is Blanche's
of course.
birth month.
And just to say that if you have your birthday this month, please just send your pictures. We'll be very amazed to celebrate you here on In the House. Yeah, the WhatsApp number is there.
Anyway, we thank God every day for a fresh new day,
Yeah.
for giving us the opportunity to be here and coming with other people in the society. It's In the House, 1 hour 30 minutes of fun, education and entertainment, and we're always happy to be here because you are out there. We are here because you are out there, and to talk about societal issues, to bring about that change wherever you're watching us from. Cameroon, Africa, the world, across the world, you are always, you'll never regret watching this program. Just stay glued to My Media Prime Television, the African Eye, especially our program, this very interesting talk show, In the House, which brings you societal issues, family issues, so that we can dwell on it and then make contributions and make the world a better place. Stay glued to your TV and send in your reactions.
Oh yes, enjoy the ride with us. And I'm going to stay with you, Nora Kebei. Before I get to you, shout out to those in the restive regions. Remember, we have you right deep here in our hearts. We pray for you guys every day, and we sure know that liberation is coming. It's on the way, and God is definitely going to sort everything out for us in due time. Not leaving out those in the far north. The northern regions that are badly hit by the Boko Haram insurgency. Our heart goes out to you all as well. Thank you for being very strong, steadfast, and just doing your thing like you're supposed to in the midst of all that. Definitely triumph is on the way. Nora, what are we talking about today?
Okay, Eileen, thanks for giving me back the mic. Today, straight to the topic, we are talking about the couple arrested for illegal beer fabrication. What's your take? This topic has been inspired by what happened recently in the New Bell area, right here in the economic capital of Douala, where we had a couple who was caught fabricating beer, I think in their house.
Yes.
And we don't know, people have been consuming things like that, and we don't know the hygienic conditions under which those bottles of beer were produced.
Yeah.
So what's your take? What do you think about people consuming beer like this?
Yeah.
And just that action of the couple, fabricating, thinking that they have to stay in their house and fabricate beer for people to consume.
Exactly. Thank you, Nora. In recent times, there have been the rise of people doing these things. We've had these other fruit juices, what we call top, and others that are being produced at the level of the homes. Even water, mineral water, is now produced at the level of homes. We are not certain of the sources, and this is actually what happened in New Bell. That's the home of the couple there. You can see crates of beer right there. You can see chemicals. Those are the chemicals that are used to make the beer. That's it right there. You can find the brand. And what they do is they uncork the bottles. They get the real, they buy like maybe a good quantity of the real beer. They uncork the bottles, then they mix it in a bowl, you know, adding other chemicals, adding water, and putting some stuff to make it now, you know, put some foam to make it be like beer. You know, beer has to foam and all of that. Then at the end of the day now, the cork it. So that's a lady actually involved in this, and I think her husband is somewhere around as well. So we have the elements of the gendarmerie who invaded this home. Probably they got a tip off, and that's where the magic happens, right there in their home. Empty bottles packed there in bags for the processing and all that, and Cameroonians have been consuming this kind of beer or this particular brand, probably other brands as well, juice and, you know, water and all of that, by these people who decide to do what they do. Yes, you can find it. The pictures there, it speaks for itself. I know some people might have come across this. It's important for us to talk about it so we can learn, you know, and move on. Gladys, you have the microphone.
Yeah, thank you very much. Today, on parle d'un couple qui a été arrêté en pleine fabrication illégale de bière. Et on se pose la question de savoir quel est votre point de vue à ce sujet en tant que Camerounais, parce que les Camerounais au jour d'aujourd'hui sont devenus ce qu'on appelle en Ewondo à l'angmeyoc.
What does that mean?
Ça veut dire qu'ils dorment en buvant seulement. Ce sont les grands buveurs. Voilà, les Camerounais sont devenus ils sont devenus des grands buveurs. S'il faut mesurer la quantité d'alcool consommée par les Camerounais par jour, je t'assure, même le vouri ne voit pas le Cameroun. Non, mais je t'assure, les gars consomment. Hein? Et voilà, et malheureusement, pour certains, ils se retrouvent en train de consommer ce type de boissons en pensant que ce sont des produits de Guinness. Ça, c'est pour ceux qu'on a attrapés en même temps. Parce que certainement, il y en a d'autres. Voilà. Et comment est-ce qu'on va arriver à ne pas être malade? On a déjà beaucoup de maladies qui ne nous laissent pas indifférents. De plus en plus, les gens ont les cancers aujourd'hui, les insuffisances rénales, et on se pose les questions de savoir pourquoi. Parce qu'avant, on n'avait pas tout ce genre de maladies. En fait, c'était pas récurrent. Mais au jour d'aujourd'hui, on arrive à comprendre de mieux en mieux
les
pourquoi.
mal de stomac,
voilà.
diarrhea,
donc de plus en plus intoxication alimentaire. Voilà, on arrive à comprendre de plus en plus pourquoi la récurrence avec ce genre de maladie. Donc on en parle sur ce plateau. Je sais que vous à la maison, certainement que vous avez déjà bu une app ou une Guinness ou une smooth, je sais pas moi trop, et malheureusement voilà, produit business. Donc malheureusement vous avez déjà consommé peut-être, et même pour le médicament, parce qu'il y a des gens qui consomment la Guinness comme médicament. Oui, parce qu'on dit que c'est d'abord un remède. Oui,
on mélange ça avec c'est quoi ça?
J'avais vu quelqu'un mélanger avec la sardine, voilà, que ça soigne la typhoïde, quelque chose comme ça. Voilà, donc je ne sais pas vraiment trop.
Things really work.
Je ne sais pas, je sais pas. Je sais pas. Donc aujourd'hui, on en parle sur ce plateau parce que ce n'est pas quelque chose à encourager du tout.
Yeah, it does, because you know, beer is made of what? Corn. That's the main ingredient in beer, and we all know corn has food properties,
and the nutritive value
is high as well, and so it can definitely work with another element, the air and the chemicals mixed together especially for natural medication, Guinness plays a very huge role. Without any advertisement here, though, let's take a musical break. You can start sending in your reactions to the phone number you'll find there on your screen. What do you think about this occupation this person set out to, carry on? The health hazard that may come after this could really be grievous, like Gwladys said there. We want to hear from you all to make a better country, a better continent, a better world. We'll be back after this musical break. Don't go anywhere.
Je m'appelle Vivi. Baby no Ronaldo, don't play with me. Baby no commando, don't fight with me. We go come body like a super glue. Anything I go buy for you, I go up on you. Yambo, yambo, bébé je te amo. Tiens maman bébé, bébé je te amo. Yambo, 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 bébé je te amo. Toi rends-moi bébé, baby girl I fall for you. Uriana choose na you. Sasa yeah them two yeah I choose na you. Anything I buy for you, I rather go broke for you. Empty on my account just to please you. Pero, in my heart, but I go and I'll be down for you. Caro, make me mad, but I stay mad for you. Tu sais, ma vie sans toi, mon bébé, c'est pas la vie, c'est pas la vie. Baby no Ronaldo, don't play with me. Baby no commando, don't fight with me. We go come body like a super glue. Anything I go buy for you, I go up on you. Yambo, yambo, bébé je te amo. Tiens maman bébé, bébé je te amo. Yambo, 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 bébé je te amo. Toi rends-moi bébé, I got your green leaf for you. On my bikini with you. They gonna know, my new motor for you. Drop my money with you. They gonna know. Cet amour n'est pas triché. Sauter chez moi et caler. Laisser les gens parler. Oh, mariage déjà affiché. Ton amour je veux garder. Tu me feras des bébés. I will give you all my love every day. Baby girl I need ya. Baby no Ronaldo, don't play with me. Baby no commando, don't fight with me. We go come body like a super glue. Anything I go buy for you, I go up on you. Yambo, yambo, bébé je te amo. Tiens maman bébé, bébé je te amo. Yambo, 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 bébé je te amo. Toi rends-moi bébé, bébé je te amo. Bébé je te amo. Toi rends-moi bébé, ah yeah.
Welcome back to the studio. Hope you are already enjoying the show so far. But if you're just stepping in, sit back and relax, join the conversation. Couple arrested for fabricating illegal beer. What do you think about it? We want to hear from you. And we already getting contributions. Let me just get them before we hear from our panelists. The few we have right now. We have Shelangum. Shelangum says, good morning to you all. Free them and give them a job. Anita, I know. Happy New Month, beautiful ladies. Happy New Month to you too, gorgeous woman. Thank you for always being there and supporting in the house. We can call you the matron of in the house. All right. Now, coming back to our topic of discussion, Gwladys. No, let me not start with Gwladys. Let me start with. Let me start with Nora. Nora, Before you react to what these guys are doing, what you think about it, if locking them up is the right way to go about it, consequences that can come from what these people are doing. You know, people must have consumed these drinks, and definitely there is so much that the aftermath of this. Can you go on and elaborate for us?
I want to say that because they caught them now doesn't mean that they just started now. Definitely, this is what has been going on for a long while, and they are not the only. They are just unfortunate because they have been caught.
Yeah.
And we know that there are many other people who may be doing things like this and selling, getting into the market.
Yeah.
First of all, alcohol or excess of alcohol generally is not good.
Yes.
It's not good. It's not something that we have to promote.
Yes.
But Cameroonians, they live and die with alcohol. God, Eileen, have you been to Rue de la Joie in the morning, 5 a.m.?
People are there.
People are there drinking, still, looking very strong.
Right here at Bonamou,
they consume.
On my way to work, I usually see people at 6, 7 still in the beer parlors, meaning they slept there.
They slept there.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle when it comes to Cameroonians. It's just, I've not been to any other country, so I don't know whether that's how they function in other countries. No. But I want to say that alcohol is really, it damages the health. First of all, before they damage, you talk about damaging the health, it's a way of draining money. The family's finances. You have other things in the house, you have other commitments in the house. Maybe your wife will wake up in the morning and ask for money to cook food for you that you have to come back home and eat, and you start, it ends up, sometimes it usually ends in a fight, and you end up going out without giving that money. And the next place you're going to is the bar. You consume money there, give rounds for people to drink, and you cannot provide, a sachet of milk for your family. It strains the family's finances in many ways. And then and then now talking about the health. That is what we want to dwell on. Exactly. The health. The normal alcohol we take still damages your health. Then what more of something that they fabricate within the confines of the home? And when you get to see this video, Eileen, it is not somewhere, it's not a company, it's somebody's house, and where they do it, it's not even, it's not hygienic. Now you start questioning the sanitary conditions under which these people are fabricating this alcohol, and which are being sent out for consumption, for people to consume. Alcohol damages the brain. You can't think straight. It damages your brain, it damages your liver, and then it causes various types of cancer. Cancer of the mouth, cancer of the throat, and I think of the pancreas. And when you have things like this, cancer is first of all painful. And then not only painful, you still go back to the finances. You lie ill in the hospital. Maybe your wife is in the house, just what the French people call a ménagère. You're just struggling, you are lying there, you can't bring resources to the house. Now the small money she's trying to make to help to take care of the family, send the kids to school, feeding the children and clothing them. Maybe they'll fall sick and have malaria, small illness that you can take care of. You're forced, Eileen, to divert that funds to the hospital to take care of a sick husband. And not only the husband, sometimes you have women who are also alcoholic. Hard alcoholic. Good. They take things like this, and then the reverse becomes true. Now you're the man who is struggling to get your wife out of a situation. There are projects in the family. When you're a couple, you're a family person, you're a committed person, you have projects that you plan for, to realize, to make your family grow, to make your family better. But then when you find yourself in a situation like this, the family's finances is being diverted, to let me call it irrelevant things, because sometimes it's just longer. It's just longer. You want to sit there. Sometimes you take 1-2 bottles. It's okay. You have to wake up and go home. But you want to sit there, especially when in a situation where you're not even the one, spending that money. People are giving, and then you just sit there consuming and consuming and consuming. Now we don't want to promote things like this, but again, if you want to look at it on the other side, in situations like this, sometimes you could bring these people and then let them go through a normal procedure, because these are talents. You could say that he knows what he can do to make money for himself. I know that we all want to make money, we want to go on the fast lane, but there is a way you should go about it. Now the government could This man could go through a procedure, get a license, and say, okay, I can produce drinks, but do it in a proper manner, that you will not be sending people to the hospital every now and then when they consume the drinks. And I'm sure that many people, it's like I said before, it's just unfortunate that he has been caught together with the wife. Definitely, this man has been, doing these things. Look at how the bottles are lying there.
Yeah.
That's not even the only issue. When you talk about the consequences here, I see a packet of meds.
Good. You don't even know.
You're not even a
the
health
concoction.
specialist.
Good. Exactly. That is it.
And then the reaction, there are some medicines that when you take,
look at that is it right there.
Especially when you have a certain health problem, maybe cardiac arrest and all of that. When you take other medications, the reaction may not be the best.
The best. Good. Wow. So this one, it just falls. It's just the consequences of this. Consuming this, Eileen, is just health. And apart from that, you can lie on your hospital bed and be sick and then spend money. It can lead to death.
Of course.
It can lead to death because this concoction,
that's the concoction.
Yeah, you don't know what you're taking into you. You don't know what you're taking into. Not at all.
This oil, engine oil.
And I've seen something like tablets. Like tablets, good. You mix it. I don't know whether the people
to make it foam and all of that.
Eileen, this is not healthy at all. It is not healthy. These are not things we should look at. He does it and then stores it preserves it very well.
Exactly.
Look at the other palm wine or whatever he has in the bottle there. These are not things we should encourage. If you want to do things like this, go through the normal procedure and then open your own company and then do it in under very hygienic conditions. People will not be consuming what they don't know. It affects the health. You cannot only end on your hospital bed. It can lead you to your grave.
Yeah, exactly.
It can lead you to your grave and then render children, orphans.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Yeah, this reminds me of a friend who consumed. She consumed Malta from the bottle directly, not as we do it. She didn't pour it into a cup. She was just drinking. The bottle of Malta Guinness is very small, and most people just love drinking from the bottles. She ended up consuming around, I don't know if there were 2 or 3 flies. She didn't know. But as soon as they got into her mouth, she felt something, and then she had an allergy.
Yeah.
This is telling me that this could be a source of where that drink. It's just right now that it has dawned on me that it may not be coming from the real company that produces these drinks, but from people, imposters like these who take the law into their hands. She spent days in hospital because she collapsed after consuming that drink with flies.
The psychological,
apart from flies,
torture first of all brings you to the point where you cannot even come to terms to the fact that something that you buy with all confidence that it is well preserved and well produced, and then at the end of the day you realize the embarrassment, as I'll put it.
She spent days in the hospital.
And even though you could be talking like that, even the main company, the main producers, sometimes too they are careless.
Of course they are.
Sometimes
they are, but then that's what I'm saying, that it just occurred to me that this could be where that came
the
from.
source.
Because the company had to be held responsible for this, and maybe they were judged on something that they were not even responsible for. Maybe, like I said, maybe. All right, coming back to the discussion, Dolly, is this the only problem Cameroon has at this moment when it comes to, pilfering behaviors? We know many people are judging this couple, many people are crucifying them, many people are saying, yes, what they did was not right, but we have other issues and why they indulged in this.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, Eileen. You see, the first comment you read, it's like the person already read your mind or knew that maybe we were going to touch that.
Yeah.
And the person actually said something like, instead of arresting them, give them jobs.
Yeah.
Give them jobs, which means that it is because of lack of something that might have pushed somebody to behave the way they are behaving in society. But the unfortunate thing is that we are so quick at pointing our fingers, especially when we have the powers over other people. Meanwhile, we ourselves are not perfect.
Yes.
This is not the only problem Cameroon has when it comes to pilfering, treacherous behaviors, like from the top to the very baseline. We have these behaviors. Now let's talk corruption. It is one problem which has been on the
cankerworm.
A cankerworm to our society. As a matter of fact, we are championing.
That has killed
exactly.
many people.
We are championing
any
the top line when it comes to
deadly disease.
Absolutely. When it comes to corruption, Cameroon is very top. Like, we have a track record of corruption, and that's a very, very big, destruction or distractor to progress in the society. And if we have a couple today, they are just two persons. Two persons who have been caught in an act of maybe them investing their own. I'm not justifying this act in any way. Just
a means of survival.
It's a means of survival because it's their own way of being creative. Probably these people might have sought employment in the brasseries and other things, and they have not been accepted to come and work there. And they are like, okay, we have this idea, we can do this and do this, which it's not good at the end of the day. But let's see some of those things that society might have prompted these people to behave the way they are behaving. Before we carry the guns and arrest people and all of that. I'm not saying I'm interfering the law here, but then, Eileen, we have other issues that can be rightly mentioned. Corruption. Let's take even in our administrative units. Eileen, have you ever gone to maybe sit an examination and somebody tells you outrightly that if you don't pay this amount of money, forget it?
Oh yeah, many.
Of course.
So who is to be arrested here? Who is to be arrested at the end of the day? I think justice should start from that point. Before we even coming down to the base level. This is very timely and it's prompt, it's very good. I encourage, I applaud exactly
when
COVID-19 and other
Wahala
funds
are disappearing,
and yeah, you rightly said that. It's also happening at a time where we are hearing, stories about the mismanagement of funds, and it drives me to the next point of saying that we also have issues of embezzlement in the country, which is still a bigger problem than what we are facing today. It's unfortunate maybe the people who have been consuming this, in any way, if they have been hospitalized or they have had health hazards to things like this. But for me, if I am to be placed in the court of law, I should be taking consideration into so many things so that justice can be minimized. Exactly. Yeah, they should tamper justice with mercy. That's it. Because these people, first, when I see the man, the husband, or the man in question, he is even handicapped. I think if I watch that clearly, he's handicapped. He's a handicapped person, and this drives me to another problem which society has. Now we have people who are physically challenged. Let me not put it like they're handicapped, because if he were, he would not have this initiative or this creativity. Yes. Yeah. Now someone who is physically challenged, sometimes in society we don't even recognize them. Those of us who call ourselves,
they are rejected. They're being rejected.
Opportunity. Now I take the case. This man is in his probably 40s or maybe early 50s, as I might guess. Now imagine that man at that age, and he doesn't have a house of his own, and then probably he might have applied in other places to work, and then job is not coming forth, he is not employed, and then he resorts to this illicit business, and comes and starts doing it, and then probably it's winning, maybe he's making gains over what he is doing. And then at the end of the day, he sees that instead of me writing concours, public examinations that I'm not making, I'm only spending money, and they are not refunding you back the money, which is another thing that I'm yet to understand, for somebody to clarify why millions upon millions of struggling Cameroonian youths will go for an examination, write and see the exams, and they know very well that they need only 10 people in this whatsoever it is, and they cannot maybe refund you even at least half of what you spent, knowing how people are struggling. Because I take a youth maybe in the northwest or the southwest region where I come from, these areas, I know how these people struggle, and in other parts of the country,
even right here in the heart
somebody takes maybe January, February, March, April, and maybe when concours are launched, to work hard as much as they can. That's legit business or legit whatsoever they are doing, and then they take that money and invest, and they want to see the public competitive entrance examination. At the end of the day, you are very confident that what you really wrote is worth a pass, and at the end of the day, you are told that you are not even in the that list, a waiting list. It is not fair. It is not fair that now if you have somebody who has been through this for 10 years, things like this can push them to start indulging into this kind of behaviors like we are talking about today. Because when I look at these two people, their age groups are not like people who are in their 20s. When I see the two of them, the man and the woman, they are like 30 plus. And if somebody is not established by 30, my dear, you know, it's not
It's
easy.
frustrating.
It's frustrating when in the Western world we know that independence and establishment comes by 18 years old. And then you sit in the country and there are other people who have not even struggled at all. They have not gone to maybe the school that you have gone, and they are handling positions out of the blues that you know that you merit this position, but yet these are the people who are running or are in these positions. These are the kind of things that can push people to behave like this. And that drives me to talking about nepotism, which is a very big issue in the country.
Yeah.
Gwladys here, she could be a chartered accountant.
Yeah.
She could have the ability. Nora could have the ability maybe to become a lawyer or so. Then now she goes to the right quarter to apply, and she is relegated at the background. Somebody else without the competence is employed for that position.
Yeah.
And you see it. You at the end of the day, we all work besides pleasure and the love for the job, but at least one motivator for the reason why people work is because they need financial stability. And if you've been trying something and Eileen, you're not getting it, what do you do?
Becomes frustrating.
You become, and you start thinking now, instead of being creative positively, most often 90% of your thoughts are negative,
yeah.
especially if you know that you will have an easy access to what you can get.
Yeah.
And now I take it back, exactly.
Be sitting like that,
Thinking, exactly.
No, but as long as they are mixing those concoctions and then the money is coming, it's easier for them. You know, they, like you said, money, finance is a motivating, factor.
Factor
As
for
long as
people
you're
to
getting
work,
the
yeah.
money, then they will be doing it and just mixing the concoctions and people are consuming.
And then when we talk about also Eileen, the rise in clandestine businesses, it's another issue that can promote this kind of behaviors. You see, if people have been watching our news programs, all this while, you see we've been reporting cases about people who have been arrested for clandestine businesses, sugar that they claim is flour or whatsoever, and all of that. So that's the reason why people could sit at their homes and they say, okay, fine, see, ils ont déjà bloqué la rue, or they have blocked the roads. Let's, they think now like, okay, ma femme, la vie ne donne plus, on cherche quelque chose à faire. They sit and they are making their beer or whatsoever. And since Cameroonians are, I don't know, it's
Beer
like
lovers.
beer is their
It's in the DNA.
Exactly. It's like they cannot do without beer, and sometimes there's also shortage in the market. And these people have sought upon themselves like, okay, let's try to help the situation here by trying to fabricate something that people will still love. And the way they do it, they buy the real content and then they add those boosters, to make it and all of that. But it still comes to the point of who are those selling these products to these people. And sometimes, Eileen, it will be shocking for you to know that sometimes
buy that they are going to sell
exactly.
as well. People sell beers at the comfort of their homes.
When it comes to medicines, when it comes to buying medicines and grow, there's a level of constriction, there's a level of checks that come in. You must have a NAFDAC number, is that how they call it? I think in Nigeria it's called NAFDAC, a registered number and all of that, where before you buy those things for personal use, especially if you're buying in bulk, you must pass through some regulations and present some documents and all of that. That's why you see there are pharmacies there where you can go and buy those things. But I want to say that if those laws have been breached, it's also for the fact that there is an insider who is a betrayer to the state. Exactly. There is no smoke without fire, Eileen. There is no smoke without fire. While I'm wrapping up, I just want to say here that this thing could be happening here, and these people have been assured maybe by a state personnel who is working hand in glove with them. It is not strange for you to hear that people are passing through.
Or somebody from the company itself.
Exactly. That's what I want to say, because there's another issue. Brazzaville does not sell or whatsoever company, whatsoever
brewery companies.
They don't sell like directly to you like that without you having an establishment, maybe a depot, a license, or maybe you're bringing. And then if it becomes maybe frequent and all of that, and then their crates, it's like when they sell to you, you give them back their crates.
I just
means
there
could be an insider who is facilitating the production of all of this.
Yeah, I just think that as well as that could be possible, very, very possible, there is also another thought that these people could be people who sell beer because they buy. People sell beer even in the neighborhood from their homes, the confines of their homes. You are not refused to sell beer. If you buy the crates, you are allowed to buy as much as you can buy from Brazzaville. They don't stop you from buying, or from Guinness or whatever brewery company is. You buy and you sell. You could have a depot. People, it's a legit business. What is not legit is them fabricating more to gain more. And bottling them, cook them, and then sell it back to the people, mixing out other substances. That is what is not legit. But selling beer has never ever.
Yeah, people sell it from the confines of their homes.
Yes, that's right.
Of their homes.
And it baffles me because you could be talking there about maybe them having a bar where they sell these drinks and all of that, which has not yet been mentioned.
At the confines of their home, they sell beer.
But I don't know. People
come,
they come to
to
the house and buy.
and buy from the home.
Yeah, they do that.
Wow.
Many people do that.
Eileen, at the end of the day, you see, this is not the only problem Cameroon has.
Of course.
This is not the only problem Cameroon has when it comes to, bad behaviors of this nature. We have things like scamming, we have thefts that are occurs daily. But it is so unfortunate that my own point is that we are paying more attention on the minimal ones.
Yeah.
Because the big ones are still there.
That's true.
And nobody is talking anything about it.
And they are warning us every day. They are warning us, threatening us every
We
day.
don't have powers to talk about it. Thank you, Gwladys.
So
let me get some reactions. Then we hear from Gwladys. Dolly, we hear from you later. My take on today's topic: fabrication of alcohol is a skill. Does the law stipulate citizens from doing so? Individuals should be given the rights to exercise their gift of knowledge, one of which is what these individuals do: to not arrest them, but give them a permit to fabricate legally. In the past, we have made different beers at home: Sha, corn beer, Funeri. That's Anita Eno. Thank you very much for your contributions. And she concludes by saying, if we think the environment is unsafe, we need to visit and swap the environment of brasseries, educate them, and the country should not monopolize on production. Very, very true. But it's certain that this is a case of defamation. They have taken a company that is registered, of course, they pay taxes, and they are benefiting behind
because this is tax evasion
and faking fake that are fake people,
of course,
because people have been people have been consuming this beer believing that it's original, but this is fake. This is what we call lofo.
Is that hap?
Yes.
There are many brands. There are many brands.
I saw
hap.
I
think I saw just hap.
There are many brands.
And Guinness.
Okay.
Guinness, of course.
Okay.
All right. We have
so why the companies are paying the taxes? This man is just behind the black market benefiting from it.
Yes, it is not good. It is not good, Madam Nora. It is not good. But the thing is, this is not the only problem.
We are running against time. Let's hear from
corruption, which I think that they should do well.
Things are not showing in the country. Likis Nerik says, "Good morning to you all." All right, thank you very much for your contributions. Now, Gwladys, we're running against time, and very quickly, why are people indulging this? What do you think? Yes, they have named some factors, but then, if I'm in my normal senses, I would not dare to do such a thing that could land me years imprisonment, because according to the law, this is a crime. I will not say that because ministers are corrupt, ministers are embezzling, I should also indulge in things that are not, upright, or that could cost people's lives. So why?
I'm really sorry because I don't have enough time. Because I want to ask you a question. I'm not encouraging what they did because they did not do well at all.
Yeah.
But are you sure you are not in prison? That you are afraid to go to prison? Are you sure? When you are looking at the face of Cameroon, you feel your own say you are not in prison.
Of course we are.
No, we are in prison.
Somebody said,
like, Cameroon, we have debts and we are in prison.
I know somebody who said Cameroon is hell. That there is no.
So at the end of the day,
and I believe in that somehow.
It was just on appelle ça comment? Un point d'exclamation. Right. Let me go now to the topic. Je vais dire quelque chose, Eileen. La mauvaise mentalité que nous avons héritée au jour d'aujourd'hui, nous en tant qu'Africains, en tant que Noirs, qui nous cause d'être méchants et mauvais envers nous-mêmes.
Oui.
C'est ça en fait qui est notre problème au jour d'aujourd'hui. Dolly a donné l'aspect d'autres problèmes qu'on a au Cameroun. Tu vois d'où part d'abord le problème.
Le vrai problème.
Et qu'est-ce qui est à l'origine de ça? La méchanceté.
Oui.
La méchanceté à faire en sorte que tous les Camerounais sont devenus méchants.
Ouais.
Parce que moi je veux bien applaudir l'ingéniosité, mais d'une autre manière, je me pose la question de savoir, est-ce que tu as un contrôle qualité?
Oui.
pour le bien, la
soi.
santé des personnes qui consomment.
Exactement.
Parce qu'il y a, le problème, c'est que c'est le Camerounais lambda qui en souffre toujours. De toutes les façons. De toutes les façons, c'est le Camerounais lambda qui en paye les frais. De tout ce qui se passe, de tous ces erreurs, c'est le Camerounais lambda qui écoute.
Ouais.
D'où, quelles peuvent être les origines? On connaît les origines. Le chômage, la mauvaise éducation. Quelle est l'éducation qu'on a au Cameroun? Est-ce que notre éducation au Cameroun nous permet de produire? Et lorsqu'elle nous permet quand même de produire, est-ce qu'on a les moyens de produire?
That's another factor.
Combien de jeunes entrepreneurs sont accompagnés au Cameroun? Combien de personnes avec l'ingéniosité sont accompagnées au Cameroun? Aucun. Les gars sont en train de faire on appelle ça comment? Comme on appelle au quartier, le bac-bac. Ce sont les choses qu'on fait derrière. Ben c'est ça. C'est ça.
Yeah.
Pourquoi il n'y a pas d'accompagnement? Comment on peut vivre dans un pays où les jeunes n'ont pas l'opportunité? Eileen, il y a des jeunes qui ont les projets de 100 000 francs. Ils ne peuvent pas commencer parce qu'ils n'ont pas 100 000 francs.
And yet, money is going
Mais on
down
parle de
every day.
centaines de milliards quelque part.
Oui.
Non mais attends. Tout part de la méchanceté du noir envers le noir. On est devenu méchants envers nous-mêmes.
To ourselves.
Et ça a créé en d'autres
Double
aussi
problems
la
every
méchanceté.
day.
Parce que ils sont, comment je vais dire, une résultante de la méchanceté de certaines personnes. Et s'ils ont appliqué leur méchanceté à d'autres Camerounais, qui en subissent. Parce que ceux qui en consomment de ça à la fin, c'est eux qui en payent les frais. Au jour d'aujourd'hui, on dit que les Camerounais sont devenus à la meilleure. C'est vrai. Mais les Camerounais boivent au jour d'aujourd'hui parce qu'ils ne veulent plus réfléchir. Ils ne veulent plus penser aux problèmes du Cameroun. Ils ne veulent plus penser à ce qui se passe au Cameroun.
Ouais.
Ils préfèrent s'évader dans la boisson.
A very rich nation, a very rich country.
On prend une téléspectatrice a parlé des produits qu'on fabriquait avant. Pourquoi est-ce qu'on n'a jamais industrialisé le pata? Dans mon village, il y a ce qu'on fabrique, une boisson qu'on fabrique avec les trucs de maïs.
Yeah,
On
just
appelle
like,
ça
just like
chai.
Sha.
Like Shana,
Just
from the
like ça.
Northwest.
Mais dans mon village, on appelle ça le pata. Pourquoi on n'a jamais industrialisé ça? Où sont passés les gens qui fabriquaient, qui produisaient ça?
Sha and Kang.
On n'a jamais valorisé pour nous.
Kang
Est-ce
is
que
a
Guinée, c'est le
sugar
Cameroun?
Sha.
Est-ce que Guinée, c'est le Cameroun? Non.
No.
Brasserie, c'est pas le Cameroun.
Ouais.
On a le Made in Cameroun. Pourquoi on ne va pas donc, on va pas aider ces personnes-là qui ont l'ingéniosité à produire de l'alcool, des produits du Made in Cameroun? C'est la question que je vais me poser.
So they can just do it under good hygienic conditions.
C'est quelque chose qu'on doit se poser comme question. On n'est jamais allé dans ces bâtiments-là pour contrôler la norme là-bas.
Or to even open a factory for this kind of persons.
On se pose des questions.
Come and excel
Donc,
their talents.
le pata, ou c'est le ha, ou c'est quoi, ça a disparu. Ça reste dans les bas-fonds du village. Et pourtant, c'est du Made in Cameroun. C'est quelque chose naturel.
No chemicals.
Donc, il n'y a jamais
Oh
eu
my God,
personne
Tisha.
qui a imaginé qu'on a du vin de palme
Ouais.
et on peut industrialiser notre vin de palme. Non, on n'y a jamais pensé. Non, on n'y pense pas.
Non, non.
Mais on pense à faire la promotion des autres personnes. On est prêt à sacrifier
Yeah.
nos frères pour d'autres. Oui,
Mais
parce
c'est ce qui se
qu'effectivement,
passe.
oui, on est prêt à sacrifier nos frères pour d'autres.
Ouais.
On est prêt à sacrifier l'ingéniosité des Camerounais pour d'autres compagnies étrangères. Et on croit qu'on est en train d'aller où? On est en prison, Eileen. Nous sommes en prison.
True.
On pense que nous sommes libres, mais nous sommes en prison. Nous sommes prisonniers. Et à la longue, on va en payer les frais. Oui. Parce que si on arrive à avoir un Camerounais et son épouse qui produisent un truc pareil chez eux dans leur chambre, combien de Camerounais le font? On n'a pas que ça, hein. Il y a les gens qui ont l'essence dans leur maison.
Yeah.
Il y a les gens qui ont le gaz dans leur maison.
Oui.
On va où? La méchanceté des uns et des autres, la cupidité a amené tous les Camerounais sont devenus malhonnêtes. Oui, il faut le dire, il faut appeler le chien.
It's a fact.
Tous les Camerounais à leur niveau sont devenus méchants. Chacun cherche son confort. Je me fous de ce qui va arriver à l'autre. Je me fous de l'autre. Du moment où je survis, pas que je vis, parce qu'on survit. Du moment où je survis, bah ça me va.
Survive. Survival of the fittest.
Donc,
Yeah.
à la fin, on attend quoi? Rien de bon. On va parler du matin jusqu'au soir. Tant que la racine n'est pas résolue, ça va continuer. Et ça va s'empirer.
Yeah.
Parce que dans nos quartiers, il y en a qui font pire que ça. Est-ce qu'on leur a donné l'opportunité de venir avec leur business plan? Viens avec ton business plan. Hein? On va vous encourager. On a fait ça où? Quand? Qui a vu? Si on veut même faire ça, on va toujours prendre les mêmes personnes, les mêmes familles, les mêmes noms. Et on va où? Donc, à la fin, Eileen, moi, je vais dire une seule chose. Je n'encourage pas ce qu'ils ont fait. Parce que ça tue le Camerounais lambda.
Ouais.
Mais s'il y a quelque chose de bien à faire, c'est d'encourager le Made in Cameroun.
That's true. Thank you very much, Gladys.
And the problem now
You
is
spoke
that
well.
they'll be taken to jail, and the skills that they have will be buried there.
died,
And
it's
it
dead.
doesn't make sense. For me, if they have identified that these people have a particular skill, incorporate them into the business, promote them, and then, maybe, they can take charges for what they've done, but then the skill should not be killed.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Let me get this reaction and we'll move on to something else. This act to me is an indication or a portrayal of the true nature of the country. That is Cameroon, Africa's in miniature. I see no difference between this couple and those who steal and embezzle state funds.
Thank you, my sister.
The country is completely rotten, right from the head, and until it is rectified from the position, no good can be gotten. It will not be surprising to see that there is an insider from the company or a well-to-do person, I think that's what you wanted to say, of the state behind such business. Like Dolly said earlier, we will focus on small issues like this. Meanwhile, the real crooks are up
They go
there.
unpunished.
Noel Mbong. Thank you very much, Noel Mbong, for your message. I think it falls in line with all what my panelists have been talking about. And yes, we will not stop talking until when better days for this country will come. Let's talk about something else, and it's the COVID-19 pandemic. Straight to the updates. Today we're counting 171,491,204 COVID-19 infections around the world, and those who have died so far, 3,565,891 people. Recoveries 153,804,131. Now, currently infected persons 14,121,182. Those in mild condition 14,029,882. That constitutes 99.9% of currently infected persons. And those in serious or critical condition 91,300 persons. That constitutes 6% of those who are currently sick. So between yesterday and today, we are just not doing good. So let's respect all barrier measures against COVID-19. It's time for us to chit chat with Gwladys on gossip. Do not go anywhere. You're going to learn a thing or two on this slot. Stay with us.
Bon retour à vous, c'est le moment du grinding time et aujourd'hui on va en Inde. On va en Inde, pourquoi? Dolly.
Dolly does not even understand. She got it. Oh, and Indian.
You were wondering where of the world is.
I thought she was like on parle intérieur. So I thought it was something like intérieur.
Non, on va en Inde, India.
As a French is another thing.
Ce qui se passe là-bas en ce moment, c'est que les gars ramassent leurs statuettes et jettent.
Yeah, what?
Leur statue, non. Leur idole. Idols. Yeah. They are throwing them. Ils sont en train de les jeter.
Okay, like the gods.
Oui, parce que selon eux, voilà, ils ne leur ont pas permis d'être protégés contre le Covid-19. Donc ils les jettent maintenant. Ce ne sont pas les vrais dieux.
And you know, this is one country where they believe in their gods. They have all sorts of gods. I mean, the gods with a small g.
Those are them there.
They have, and they have numerous gods. God of this. So those are the gods lying down there.
Statues. That the gods are not working. They do not protect them from
Of course, India has been on its knees since this COVID. You know, they have died in their numbers.
In recent times, they are topping the chart with number of infections.
It was sad. It was sad, Eileen. It was sad.
I can really understand why they have arrived in this level, because there are people that are really religious, like they are focused in their religion, you know. But if they have to reach this level that they will throw their gods,
destroy their gods,
you can understand
but
that.
Why, I don't even know what I want to say. Why do they even believe in?
That's their culture. That's their
culture.
So
now they no longer believe.
No, they are saying that their gods are not saving them from COVID. Then their gods are no more gods.
Their eye door open.
No, their eyes, I don't know if the eyes don't open. What I'm saying, Eileen, what I'm saying, don't put word in my mouth. It's what I've heard.
Oh, look at the gods.
Their gods have not protected them from COVID-19.
That's the big one there in the water.
Yeah.
She looks like the god of Nyanga.
Yeah.
You see her makeup and all her decorations.
I can speak from a Christian perspective. I know this is not a religious program 100%, but I think this is a message coming to us, especially Christians, that God could probably be showing himself that I'm going to tell you that I'm superior over all gods. And we should just remain hopeful, especially for those who have been praying, because I can testify that the God I serve, Big G, he has actually healed so many people of COVID-19, and it passes a message across to Cameroonians who are watching, who are believing in their talisman. That's a small G, the small, because even in Cameroon those things are practiced here. The Ngambes and the rest, those gods will fail you, but the only one who will not fail you is Jehovah Jireh.
Oh yeah, you can say that again.
I'm just looking at that god lying there. It's like
that god is lying inside water.
So why can't she even help herself?
No, that god is helpless.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why they say
that's why they say they are man.
They don't want the god anymore, because the god have not
gods. They cannot really help you and I. So
means Cameroon should just look up to God, or the Big G God. I mean, he's the only one who can save.
I mean, this country has many gods. This India, they believe it. They have so many gods.
Gods of rain,
gods of thunder, the gods of seas, the gods of food. Yes, they have all sorts of gods.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I think
they
they
should all of them.
Of course, they have to throw them because God has. When you are in a situation where you expect God to help you, and the God cannot come to your rescue,
you are the one helping the God.
Even in Africa, we used to have these. Our African history tells us of gods at the level of the homes, the palaces. You know, people were worshipping them before the God that we are serving now.
No, but we were knowing.
We know that there's an almighty God.
So that's what I'm saying. That we worship gods. We had the God of thunder in Nigeria. Was called what? The God of sun. We had them. We had them. We had
the thing with Africans was that they were trying to explain what they were seeing, that they cannot understand by giving him a name of God. Like sun, like on appelle ça comment? La lune. Ils ne comprenaient pas comment est-ce que ça se fait que dans la nuit il y a la lune. Donc ça veut dire qu'il y a un Dieu, c'est quelque chose de suprême.
Parce que même aujourd'hui, comme elle a dit, il y a encore les gens qui fait ça en Afrique.
Qui ont la lune comme
who have gods in their homes, who have statues.
Then they have to go through
that they worship.
Then they have to go.
This one is at the individual level where these people practice their,
levels.
But this one in India is a whole whole nation that believes that, okay, we serve the God of thunder, we serve the God of sun, the God of this, the God of it's a national thing, the national belief.
People are still doing that right here in this Douala. People have gods in their homes, so it's a good lesson for us. Although I think India is teaching us something.
Okay,
so let's go back.
If you have your God, go and throw it.
All right, let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after that to read more of your messages, cook, and then do lifestyle. Don't go anywhere.
Together, let's celebrate football non-stop for 50 days with the UEFA European League, UEFA Champions League finals. And from the 11th June onwards, you can watch the UEFA Euro 2020 in full live and in HD, commented on by our best experts on the Canal Plus Sports channels. And right now, the HD decoder is only 5,000 francs from the Access formula. Hurry to take advantage of it now.
My Black Crown, NBC. Nous faisons de la vente et la livraison de produits et accessoires américains de qualité suprême pour les soins de cheveux naturels. Pour tous vos cheveux nappis, nous vendons des produits de gamme Anti-Jackies, Shea Moisture, Miel Organique, TGIN, Wild Growth Hair Oil, The Manor Choice, Carol's Daughter, Asayam, Chantou et bien d'autres. Des shampoings, démêlants, traitements, beurre hydratant, huile, gel, les accessoires tels que les pinces, bigoudis permanents, bonnets, brosses démêlants et bien d'autres. My Black Crown, NBC. Notre professionnalisme et notre expérience ne sont plus à démontrer. La meilleure relation entre prix et qualité pour toutes les classes de la société. Contact 671 12 96 39. Facebook My Black Crown, NBC. Instagram, My Black Crown, NBC. My Black Crown, NBC. For the love of our heritage. My Black Crown, NBC. We deal in the sales and delivery of top quality American products and accessories for all natural hair care needs. For nappy hair, we sell products and brands such as Hanks Jackies, Shea Moisture, Miel Organic, TGIN, Wild Growth Hair Oil, The Manny Choice, Carol's Daughter, Asayam, Kantu, and many more. From shampoos, conditioners, treatment masks, moisturizing butter creams, oils, gels, accessories such as butterfly clamps and rods, bonnets, detangling brushes, and many more. My Black Crown, NBC. Our professionalism and experience speaks for itself. The best relationship between price and quality for all classes of the society. Contact WhatsApp 671 12 96 39. Facebook My Black Crown NBC. Instagram My Black Crown NBC. My Black Crown NBC. For the love of our heritage.
BT Media is getting better, going further with clearer images. Our channels, My Media Prime, My Movie Africa, French and English, My Music Africa, My Gospel Africa, Real Black 1 and 2 will be upgrading on EMA 17 with frequency 12,333, symbol rate 30,000 on a vertical polarity 17 degrees east. This is to satisfy our consumers who watch our channels for information, entertainment, and education. BT Media Group, building the future.
Welcome back, people, and now time for us to take your reactions. A couple arrested in Douala, economic capital city of Cameroon, for fabricating, illegal beer. Yes, what do you think about it? This person says it is wrong. You didn't sign your message though. I hope you have another. Okay, here he comes. This is Table Robert from Douala. All right, Robert, thank you very much for your reactions. Morning, my beautiful people. I don't really blame them. We live in a country where everyone cares about self, not others. So as far as they make money, they don't care about others. So what can we say again? It's where we find ourselves. They should be treated according to the law. All right, thank you for your reactions. Lizzie in Yaoundé, for sure. Lizzie, truly it's illegal, but the country pushes people to that tight end where there is no choice. That's talent, but no way to place it on the legal basis. Very true, my friend. Though you didn't sign your message, always remember to sign. That's with your name and where you're writing us from. Good morning. This is Chair Amber enjoying your program here in Batibo. Those involved should be jailed with heavy fines because this act is very rampant in Nigeria, and Cameroonians are now trying to make it from that zero tolerance to that act. Okay, he says zero tolerance to that act. After gaining a huge market for this product, the guy would have easily bribed the corrupt government and move on to make it legal. All right, he's explaining what actually is happening in Nigeria. Good morning. I think those that couple need to face the law. Who knows how many people must have suffered the effect of what they did? There is nothing like they did it because of lack of job. They would have gone and worked farm. The soil would never fail anyone. Maxeline from Yaoundé. Your opinion counts. Good morning to you all in the studio. It is really killing to practice such, but they should not be imprisoned. Rather, they should be employed in the brewery industry. Those who embezzled COVID-19 funds have killed more than the COVID-19 itself. A thief cannot arrest another thief. Jones from Bamenda. All right, that's deep. Good morning. That was a good one. Gods that are helpless. This is Bisongem in Limbe. Thank you very much for your message, Bisongem. Now, let's move on to the kitchen. Nora, something is savoring. What are we having for lunch today?
Okay, today we have pancakes. I just felt like eating pancakes, so I did some.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Take us there.
Yeah, to do our pancakes, but it's a very easy, and affordable meal to do. I don't know what I should call it. It's a snack. Pancakes, it's a snack. It's breakfast meal. So what you need: your flour. You need the all-purpose flour. You need your sugar. You need milk. Milk is optional. It's not everybody who wants to put milk in the pancake. Milk is optional. You have your sugar. You have a pinch of salt. You have your eggs, the vegetable oil, of course. I think I've listed everything: flour, sugar, milk, eggs, vegetable oil, and salt. Now you start by sieving your flour, the all-purpose flour. You sieve your flour and then put it in a bowl, mix it with water, and mix it well until you don't find any lumps in it. Mix it well, and after mixing, you add your sugar. You can either use the granulated sugar or the sugar in cube form, that is because it gets dissolved in the mixture. Your sugar, your milk, your eggs. Like I said before, the milk is optional. If you can afford to put the milk, it's okay. And then you put a pinch of salt and then mix it again well. While you're mixing, you put your fry pan on the fire and then put in just a pinch of vegetable oil, and then you use your spoon and get a scoop and put it just like what she's doing. Either you could pour it or you use a spoon. You scoop and then put on the fry pan. Let it get brown and then you flip. Good. You flip and you flip it.
Yeah.
And after that you have your brownish and you have your pancakes.
Wow. Okay, those looks a little bit different from the type of pancake we make here.
These are not the right images.
Okay.
You know, the
Sure,
pancake,
we also have, no, we could have them like this.
Yeah, some people do it like
that
this.
thick.
Yeah, thick and small.
Yeah.
The addition of milk
Yeah.
and other razors.
Yeah,
can
makes
cause
it come out like this. I like it when it's thinner, when it's
It's
really
thin,
thin,
yeah, and then
dry.
dry,
I
good,
leave
yeah.
mine on the fire to be crispy, like
Very
biscuit.
crispy, especially by the sides,
very
Eileen.
thin,
Yeah.
like ooh la la. It's awesome, Gladys. Gladys, I'll bring you some. I see the way you're looking at me.
And some people do crevette. Some people do pancakes and put crevettes
Yeah,
inside.
Dickie
It's
was
so
talking
delicious.
about
The crevette.
no, not crevette. This thing they put in rice now, curry powder. She talked about curry powder here.
In
The other
pancake.
yes.
I'm gonna try that.
Yes.
I know they
I
put
think I need to
pepper.
taste
Yeah,
that.
some
one.
people do put pepper,
really?
good, even onions. Yeah. No, it's true. I've seen. I've eaten pancake.
And you know what? They eat pancake. Some people just eat it empty, but some people eat it with egg. If
You fry egg again and
they
you know
put
wrap it
inside. Some people
together.
use mayonnaise. Some people use chocolate. They just lay inside and then bite
Feel
it like
in
bread.
good. It's nice, especially with eggs, Eileen.
Dolly,
I've
it's
tried
good
that.
though.
It's
I know,
good.
right?
It's so nice. It's nice. And then Eileen tried with crevettes.
Oh really?
It's good. Like you just do your saute the crevette.
Okay.
And then after you must have sauteed, then you just mix it inside the dough,
Yeah.
the flour, the mixture, of course. Then you fry. It's so good. It's
Pancake is not
delicious.
so different from bread. So if bread can be eaten with butter and chocolate and mayonnaise, why not pancake? Dolly, stop looking at me like that. Let's take a jingle break for lifestyle. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the last slot of the day. And today we'll be talking on the lifestyle of a hardworking person. You know what they say? Necessity is the mother of invention. That's the topic we're handling today, not you know what I'm talking about, but I'm Nora. So if something prompted them, this is something must do a man before he act the way he act. So we are not judges here, but we're only trying to make the society a better place. But now, if you wish to be a hardworking person, or if you are one, then the following tips I'm going to share with you will definitely suggest the way you've been living your life. The first thing is hardworking people don't procrastinate. What is procrastination? The attitude of postponing projects, ideas, dreams, and all of that. Like you feel like you need to do something now, and then the next minute you say, let me just wait at 3 o'clock, I'll do it. 3 o'clock, before you notice it's 5 o'clock. The day passes and then you don't do it. And that's how some people have been spending their January, and this is June now. The projects they claimed that they were going to do, they've not achieved, but there's still hope, because we still have 6 more months to run and you can still catch up. So hardworking people are always objective and focused. And then the next thing is that hardworking people also consider days off. In as much as they could be hardworking, it doesn't mean that you are a slave to work 24/7. No, hard work goes with rest as well, because when you gain enough rest, it helps you to boost your active system. It makes you more active. That's it. So it's also important for you to consider off days, maybe at work or whatever you do that makes you hard working. At home, anything that you do, give yourself some rest and relaxation. Hardworking people can also be multitask, but give priority and scheduling for each task that they do. Yes, it's not just because you are a hardworking person and then you think that you can just do everything at a time. No, if you have programmed that you have to do maybe laundry on Saturday, we wake up in the morning, laundry, and then you cook, you go to the market, whatsoever, follow your scheduling. Hardworking people don't juggle their schedule. No, they don't take, if they had to do this and then they are like, they move to the next thing. No, they don't do that. Hardworking people also know the line between relaxation and distractions. Even though they may consider breaks or off days, these kind of people are still productive even in their leisure time. You see, they give very little time for distractions and all of that, like gossiping and all of that. No, you hardly see them in that domain. And then number 5, hardworking people don't have time for mediocrity and those kind of schemes which bring somebody's personality, they always want to raise people up. That is exactly, they believe in raising others up because they believe it's a part of their achievement in the hard work milieu. I think if we all practice this in Cameroon, we will top Africa. Trust me. Hardworking people are the best time utilizers. Yes, no matter how they may also love leisure, but no time is ever useless to them, as they are always thinking of the next creative idea for implementation. Hardworking people don't dwell in the past, they don't dwell in lost achievements, but they think of the way forward. So if you've not been thinking this way, then start readjusting to these norms. And number 7, hardworking people also respect commitments. Yes. Like I earlier mentioned, many people before the start of the year made so many New Year resolutions, and Eileen was actually holding me before the start of the show to make one now, but I told her, you're not going to put those in my mouth because I am going to... I'm not pledging you, girl. So they stay focused until the task is complete. They are never done looking up for the next engagement, which means that even if they are into something, they are thinking out the next thing, so they don't give themselves, that loophole. And I hope these tips helped you in one way or the other. In the house, we promote people to be more hardworking and productive. No matter how life is, just believe that there's always a better end at the tunnel. Keep striving, keep pushing, and one day you will make it. You'll get to where Eileen Summer is, where Gwladys Bomotonguina is, and of course where Madam Nora is. And what about getting better in life? Thank you very much. I am... All right, calm now. Let me answer you since
we have messages, ladies. Let me take them before we wrap up. I'll get back to you, Dolly. Good morning, Kayla from Boya. In my opinion, they are creative in their own way, but they went too far. Let them face the punishment, and after that, they should go look for a job in a beer company and show their own talent. Thanks. All right, thank you very much. Much more here with us. This one says, Cameroonians grew up not knowing to manufacture anything for fear of being arrested. All must come from France au village. Cameroonian citizens are suffering today due to lack of skills. Literature, history, geography will never help. We came to America and had to go to school all over again due to lack of skills. I make beer at home.
That's another beer.
Anita ain't not talking, and she concludes by saying, Namami Wata, God of the sea. Your gossip, Gwladys. And then this one says, our own God with small g in Cameroon can never be destroyed, because even unborn children are being made to believe in him before they are actually born. Nothing can be done or said without the mention of his name. Everything is centered around him, and he decides what is to be done and that which should not be done. Nobody questions his actions. He is indeed a god. That's why the country is moving well. And
that's ironic.
Gwladys told us that we are in prison, and most definitely there is a jailer, so we all are prisoners, but definitely there will be a day of liberation that nobody will stand in to fight against us, just like the children of Israel who were led out of Pharaoh's hand by
they hold onto their God. Who is our own God that we are holding onto?
We have our gods at our own level.
How many of us?
We can make it happen. Okay. We can bring the
change. Let us go ahead.
There is no harm in trying. We just need to keep it up. All right, I think we've come to the end of the program, and we are done with all the messages that came. I just want to make sure that we didn't leave anybody's message out, since we still had a little bit of time to take more. Thank you very much to all those who participated on this program. And most people said these people should be given a fair chance to develop this skill, bring out this talent. Is inborn, probably for sure. They should be given an avenue to learn. They shouldn't be locked up in prison. They shouldn't be slammed jail terms. Dolly proposed that they could pay for the damages that have caused to these companies. They should give them time to work. Locking them up will not solve the problem. More will pop up. We had the gas bottles, we had water, we had juice, now we are having beer, and like you said, many people are doing these same things at the level of their homes. Go to Bonas in Yaoundé, people are producing certificates, license, they're making documents for people to travel abroad. You know, all these things. Why not pick these people, train them properly, give them an opportunity to excel in this domain than locking them up? This could be a better way of getting people out from thinking about these negative ways of making money. And then it's like you give and you take back, because they're definitely going to bring much more to the coffers of the nation. Thank you, Nora Kebei. Thank you, Dolly NGonde. Thank you, Bomotonguina, Gwladys. Thank you to my producer, Desmond, and the entire crew behind the camera. And well, many thanks to the great job you're doing, and the bosses of BT Media. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to talk about issues like this. Take the rendezvous for tomorrow. God willing, we'll be here for the midweek edition of In the House. You don't want to miss it. Ciao.